Namaste and good morning. Welcome again to this mandir. This is the place that the holy ones in the bushes in the forest, that the holy ones will come and they'll sit down in the quietude and listen to the chirping of the birds. And the silence, they observe the silence, the reverent silence. And this way they move faster and very easily into that place where silence is synonymous with God. We cannot divide silence, so can we not divide consciousness. It's all pervading, both of them, all the time. So this morning, we're going through this nature, hearing the birds chirping, and we'll be going towards more of where civilization is. And we'll be seeing the sun. Oh, what a beautiful time it is to see this, what Mother Earth can do to produce all these luscious trees, greeneries. And if you're here, you can smell the flowers. And when you're here, it's like you are away from all the hustle bustle of life. And we're coming up the Surya Narayan this morning, and we'll be paying obeisance to Surya Narayan. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Well, after doing the yoga and meditation, I'm back to my place where I exited the body, and now I'm in that place where, consciousness. Well, let's pay obeisance to Surya Narayan. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Oh, reflecting in the water. Imagine all that is outside there, the five elements is in this here. The earth is make up of my body. Water is 80%. Fire is the heat in my body that keeps me alive and digests my food. And air, so the air is cool and refreshing. Without air coming from the outside, there can be no combustion. There cannot be carrying of energy, oxygenated blood into the various cells in the body, all the cells in the body. And space, without space, we cannot hear, because there's that section in our ear where space is, and there where the sound, and we interpret sounds and know what's going on in the environment. Now this morning I want to pay obeisance to Lord Shiva. Namah Shivaya. There are 5 syllables there. And you know Lord Shiva, why we want to pay obeisance to Lord Shiva? Because he has no father and mother. He's consciousness manifested, but when we see that form, we think that, oh, he's just Shiva, a god. But he is really that consciousness. And all the manifestations of Lord Shiva, including Swami Parameshananda ji, they are in the same state. That they are consciousness, they are all over the universe. But for us to identify with them, they take a form, because we want to use our 5 senses, which is corresponding to the 5 elements. We have to use our 5 senses to go to them. So let's chant. So it's Namah Shivaya, Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya, Basmangaragaye Namaheshwaraya, Nityaya Shudhaya Digambaraya, Tasmai Nakaraye Namah Shivaya, Mandakini Salala Chandana Charchitaya, Nandishwar Pramatanata Maheshwaraya, Mandara Pushpa Bahu Pushpa Supujitaya, Tasmai Makaraye Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Gauri Vadanaravindra, Suryaya Daksha Dwaranashakaya, Srinilakanta Brashdvajaya, Tasmai Shikaraye Namah Shivaya. Vashishta Kumbho Dava Gautamaraya, Muninda Devarachita Shekaraya, Chandrarkavaishvaranalochanaya Tasmai Vakaraye Namah Shivaya Yaksha Swarupaya Jatadharaya Pinakahastaya Sanatanaya Divyaya Devaya Digambaraya Tasmaya Vayakaraye Namah Shivaya Panchaksharmidam Punyam Ye Pati Chaiva Snanidau Shiva Lokam Vapnoti Shine Shivena Sahamodite. Sing with me. Jai Shiva Shankara Namami Shankara Shiva Shankara Shambho. Jai Shiva Shankara Namami Shankara Shiva Shankara Shambho. Jai Girijapati Bhavani Shankara Shiva Shankara Shambho. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Prabhu Nama Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Prabhu Nama Shivaya. Om. You know, our experience in our life, if we can't learn from them, then God cannot help us. Bad experience, good experiences, they're all as important because the bad ones take out of our comfort zone. And also people that comes into our life. You know, the people who glorify us and tell lies about how great we are because they want something. They want our favor. To tell the truth is not bad, but when you exaggerate it. Like when you go into funeral homes, when you go there, then the stories that you hear about people, oh, they were so great, which is all dramatization to make that person feel like he's better than, that he's greater than what he actually is. Now, that's not telling the truth. And these kinds of distortion of the truth gives a bad image of what people really are. So then we have to say the truth. And when we go into the world, I travel a lot. And I went to one of this country, and I met a gentleman. He has a nice little store. So I said to him in conversation, oh, you're doing good. So he said, he was looking a little sad. I said, what's happening? Swamiji, I wasted a couple of years, 10 years of my life. I went to another country to make money. I'm married. I was married then. And 10 years I was away from my wife. And she's a very good person. And then I said, okay, what's wrong with that? Yeah, I will come only one time a year because I was running after money and running outside. So I said, well, what's wrong with that, Swamiji? You know, when you're away from your wife, you have desires. And I said, okay, don't say no more. So I said, all right, well, tell me a little more about that. He wanted to say. You know, he says that when I was there, my friends and all of that in the same country, we were there together, that when we spoke, we were doing the same wrong things. And, you know, I said maybe 70% of people are doing like that who leave their families and go. No, it's very high, 90%. So I said, oh my, this is not good. So then I said, well, your wife is here in the country, you left her behind. Well, Swamiji, I never asked her what she did during this time because I don't want to know, because I love her very much, because I know it was a mistake. Now when you run outside and you don't go inside, then the trouble comes. Because he's back in the country and he is making a living. He has a little shop, and him and his wife, they're very contented and very happy. So the purpose of me telling you this, that especially in married life, a prolonged period of time away from their spouse and children is disaster. And we see that in India too. But with this COVID, this is it's a stark reminder, and this is consciousness doing it, that be contented with, but be all the time with your family. Because migrant workers from, say, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, will go other places like Bombay, Calcutta, Delhi, and they will work there and spend time and try to make a living. Well, maybe I don't know properly if they cannot make it in their homes. But it's coming to the point where government has to make that effort to provide some kind of living for everyone where they're with their families. And this is so important. And Guyana, we're seeing that with the trend that is moving on now. I was speaking to one of my Swamiji in Guyana, and he was saying that it has to come back where the young people, educated, they have to go back to the land and farm the land. Because when you look at, everyone wants to come to America, and now they're thinking, well, with all that is going on, which is a blessing in disguise, that every country to have to make the effort to be self-sufficient for its people. Yes, there will be continued migration. This is a great place, and we see all the weaknesses and strength of everyone in the country, politicians, religious leaders, and people from different backgrounds. They're all these weaknesses and strengths are coming out now, and we have to learn from it, because we are experiencing the same thing, and how life is fragile. So many people died from COVID, and now they're unrest in America. These are all lessons, and God is allowing this, because why? If He doesn't do these things, then we would not go to Him. Because when we were in this house in COVID, we had, the wisdom was to go inside and find out who we really are. And when you do, you'll find out that you are the same God that you pray to, that Lord Shiva. That yesterday the sun didn't come up, and it was there, but it was covered with cloud. And just like that, we inside of us, we are the manifestation. The 5 elements are us, make up our body. The 5 senses that are fed by the 5 elements is our mind. And our intellect to understand all of this is something that is necessary. And then we think that the sun is rising, how the truth is not there. We don't understand the truth. The sun is not rising. We are spinning, and when we go on the back side of the sun, naturally we can't see through Earth to see the sun. And the next morning we'll see it, and we'll say it's the sun. So truth is this, and Guru Maharaj said it, Swami Parameshananda said it nicely. What is religion? Self-sacrifice, self-discipline, adherence to truth. Let us find out what is the truth. The truth is that we are all gods and goddesses. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om.